in the 90s, things like mental health just didn't exist. If you said you had a mental health issue in England in the 1990s, you'd end up, one flew over the cuckoo's nest kind of thing. So it's not something that people ever talked about, and obviously over the last 10 years, people are talking about it a lot more, which is great. But back then, you didn't talk about these kind of things, and you just didn't, if you had a problem, you weren't really aware of it. So growing up as a kid, there was nothing in my childhood that kind of really put me in a position where I was depressed. It was more of like a hormonal chemical imbalance in my brain. So there was no kind of like trauma as a kid or anything like that started this. I didn't really understand it until I was in my 30s, if I'm being honest. Throughout my teens and 20s was all about like just self-medicating to an oblivion, taking as much alcohol, as much drugs, as much anything to kind of numb any darkness that I felt, and it worked. Definitely didn't understand it at all, and it wasn't, over the years, a few people kind of picked up and said, yeah, do you have some kind of mental problem? Are you okay? Because I would run very hot and very cold, very high and very low. I would stay awake for days upon end, and then there was weeks there where I wouldn't even get out of bed or want to get out of bed.